Hi, this is Stephen Brower from Raton Valley Community College, and this is for CSIT 217 operating systems. And this is sort of a brief overview of Canvas for those that have not used Canvas before. First, Canvas is a learning management system, LMS, and it's where all of our files are going to be staged. The slides, that's where all the assignments are going to be submitted. From Lion's Den, which I have open here, now your view is going to be different. But you should have somewhere a really big icon for Canvas. And so when you're, what's supposed to work is when you're on campus, it should log in automatically. But if you're at home, you do get the login screen. So it's just your G number. Now your view is going to be different. I'm going to scroll down to our course. At the time I'm doing this video, ours is not yet published, and so things are going to look a little bit different. And also, since I'm in the instructor view, actually, let's see if I can switch to the student view. This should look closer to what it would look like when you go into Canvas. So first thing is the Home tab. What I have set up is that the modules is the chronological order of the work that we're going to be doing for the semester. Most of the modules are the chapter modules, and then there are some other modules for a couple other items, but it goes from top to bottom, from the beginning to the end of the semester. Some things aren't available yet, like right now the final exam isn't enabled. The midterm, somewhere here, the midterm isn't enabled. So there are some things that you can't go into yet. The discussions are also, they enable and disable on sort of a rolling basis. But what most chapters are going to be like, and if we just look here at this first one for Chapter 1, the overview page just sort of give a couple sentences describing what is going on in the chapter. Some of the overview pages have videos for going over some of the material. It's going to depend from chapter to chapter if there's a video, and if there is, how many videos there are. So probably when we get to a chapter, you might want to look at the overview first. The next thing under the module would be slides. And I have them at both 2 per page and 6 per page. If you're printing out, you probably want to print out the ones that are 6 per page. If you're just viewing, you probably want to look at the ones that are 2 per page. And so these would be the slides. So as if we were in a classroom, then this would be the presentation that I would go through in terms of the classroom. And sometimes it just has some brief descriptions, some phrases, but it's a way of sort of maybe explaining some of the material. They can be downloaded if you just want to download them and look at them later. And then what many of the chapters have will be a discussion that's related to the chapter. I have a different video that goes through the how to do the discussions. Actually, in the intro discussion, the one for the first week, that would be shown. There would be a homework. Now, I do have a video in the homework. Well, let me not actually start it, but let me go here. There actually is a video here. It would be kind of funny playing a video within a video, but the video here shows how homework can be submitted, so that'll go into the details of that. Labs, the way they're submitted is really very similar to homeworks. The labs are going to vary depending on whether there is a PDF that describes what you're supposed to do. Like in this case, there's a PDF describing what it's supposed to be, and then you go and submit a Word document. And then there are other labs where the lab itself actually contains a Word document, and you fill in your answers in the Word document, and then you submit. But the submission would be the same as in terms of the homework. For the first 8 weeks, it's 1 chapter per week, and then after that, it does go at a sort of a faster pace. So the modules here would be the collection of all the items for a chapter, and it's organized by chapter. On the left-hand side, the one thing I also want to draw your attention to is the syllabus tab. And the syllabus tab, 2 things of note. One is there are links to the actual syllabus and the class schedule. So the syllabus has all of the grading criteria and policy stuff, how basically the course is going to work. But the overview of the course is here. And then the schedule. Now the schedule should be in sync with that module list that we were at. But the nice thing is, in a more condensed area, it gives you by week what we're doing and the items that are due this week. I use Tuesday as our due dates, and imagine if this class was a Tuesday night class. Then Tuesday night, I have all the due dates as being Tuesdays. When you choose to work on it, that's up to you. So let's say your Saturdays are when you're going to do your work. You do all your work on Saturday, submit it then. Suppose Wednesday is the only day that you have free. You really have to do the Wednesday before the Tuesday when things are due. And the other thing is, if you just have a little bit of time every day, then throughout the week is you do the items leading up to the final time of Tuesday. But the schedule sort of gives a condensed overview as opposed to the more elaborate view that the modules have. The other thing on the syllabus tab is it has the chronological list of the items that are due. And what will happen is, as time goes on, there will be a gray bar that will go over the items that have passed, and that gray bar will move down the page. Oh, by the way, something that you don't have to do this, but just as an idea, if you were to print one thing for yourself, the schedule might be the one thing to print, and then what you can do is, as you submit things, check them off that you submitted, and this way at a glance you can kind of then also look and see like what's coming up in terms of some things that are a little bit bigger. What I generally try to do is to bold the items that are out of the normal stream. So there's 4 research projects, those are bolded. There's 2 exams, those are bolded. But it's a way to just glance ahead and to see what's going on. So let me go home again. So again, when you first go in to the course, the home tab that you have is the list of modules. For each chapter, there would be an overview, slides, and then the items that are associated with the chapter. I think I hit all the major things that I wanted to do in sort of this overview video. Okay, I think that's it.